Hey everyone, it's Jason from GameRave.com, and this is present tense. So, in order to celebrate our 100,000th view, which is happening as I record this or by the time I edit this, I have decided that after 3 years, it's time to start moving GameRave forward. And what I mean by that is GameRave TV is always going to be there. That's our PlayStation bread and butter. Pause mode is always going to be there. That's our other stuff like Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, Neo Geo, side projects, which I almost blurted out, amongst also wanting to work on other 5-second videos. With present tense, I wanted to finally get a chance to just talk. No green screen, no props, no cue cards, maybe an occasional subtitles in case I fuck something up, and just be able to talk to you guys as one of the guys talking about present day gaming and so forth. So for this first episode, I figured I'd take the easier route and just talk about stuff I am looking forward to in 2016. Obviously, all the extra Fallout DLC coming out, I absolutely adored Automatron and the Wasteland Workshop, which if you've watched the Fallout videos I posted to the channel, you'll get a kick out of. Bay Harbor is the first true like a massive expansion, like Shivering Isle size expansion, and I just cannot wait. I know I rat on repetitiveness in certain things, but if it's a good thing, I don't mind repeating it over and over again. I'm currently at level 125 in the PlayStation 4 copy of Fallout. So I've been through the Wasteland a lot. And I just to finally explore a new area that I haven't like already picked up everything or killed everybody off and then re-killed them again is going to be freaking amazing. To understand why that's so important to me, with GameRave and pause mode and the website and living history, and working full-time and other stuff, I really don't actually get to game much in the present day, or the present tense, if you will. In fact, I really only average about, if I'm lucky, like 6 hours a week. And that's usually in like one day on my day off at like 4 in the morning before I go to bed. And then wake up at 6:45 to start all over again. But, I cannot wait. I really wish they'd announced the 3 remaining DLC from the season pass, because I just can't wait. What's nice, though, is Mass Effect Andromeda, which, if you know me, that is my baby. That is my, it will be super glued into the PlayStation 4 once I have it. I am so glad that got delayed till next year, because I can now spend more time on 2 other games I was looking forward to. One, Dishonored 2. Woo! Oh, I bought the original Dishonored literally just because I like the art style. Like, I paid $60 for a game that I was just like, I'm going to look at it and see if it's kind of cool. And I just fell in love with the gameplay. My best playthrough was, I think, 6 kills, and that's it, because I was at 1, and then I accidentally freaked out at the fucking tower where you lead up to the final guy and just accidentally killed like 5 guys or whatever. I can't wait to go. I'll probably play through that again real quick before 2 comes out. 2 looks phenomenal. Like, I can't wait. Like, just the fact that you can play as the spoiler character if you haven't played it yet, the fact that you can play between the 2 different characters. Once again, the art style looks amazing. The atmosphere and the combination of the sort of like futuristic but not really, combined with the like Sherlock Holmes era type design, just it works so well, especially in the architectural sense. Like, I loved blinking everywhere. Like, oh god, if you haven't played it, just play it. More importantly, and the next big one coming out is No Man's Sky. Now, for those of you that have not found a significant other yet, make sure that if you are a gamer, especially a hardcore gamer, make sure that your significant other can not only at least appreciate your video games, but wants to play with you too. I got extremely blessed and lucky that I fell in love with someone who does all the same stuff I do, except where I am mostly video games and some media, she's mostly media, but also plays video games hardcore. And I unintentionally got her addicted to Fallout and Mass Effect, and we are both, I reserve both of our copies of No Man's Sky. That game is going to be like the relationship game, especially like if I'm in the French room right now. Our TVs are literally a shelf apart from each other, so like if we're both playing Fallout, we can be like, hey, like, where are you? Like, let me meet up, quote unquote, at the spot you are, and so forth. With the absolute expansiveness of No Man's Sky and my variant addiction, I can tell you right now, it is not going to be pretty. I started playing that game. I actually have a fun little project I want to do in that game, and I'm hoping somewhere there is just a catalog list of all the planets as people are finding them and name them, because if there are, you'll be able to tell which ones are mine. But I cannot wait. I'm hoping that we end up somewhere in the same galaxy, so we can both go exploring and so forth. Other than No Man's Sky, There's also Song of the Deep. Now, full disclosure, I work gaming retail. I cannot wait for Song of the Deep. Not just because it's only $15 and it's practically fucking underwater Metroidvania, but because it's underwater Metroidvania. There have been a lot of cool games of that style. The fact that this game is only releasing at $15 physically on disc and is just a walking, talking tribute to classic gameplay, but with present-day graphics and a scenario / environment that you normally don't see and only reserved for like a random level in the game. It looks really, really cool. And especially from the previews and stuff I've seen, it's a game that looks like you could relax to. Like, I don't need to be tense. I don't need 13-year-olds screaming at me on Xbox Live. I just want to sit back and relax. And as much as I love playing Fallout for God knows how long since launch, I think that game's going to be an amazing sleeper hit. If you haven't looked it up, look it up. It's going to be pretty freaking cool. That's pretty much down to the PlayStation 4 version of Tomb Raider. Oddly enough, I was going to buy an Xbox One for it because it was exclusiveness. And then I found out like the day before that it came out to 360. Now, if you still have a 360 and you don't have an Xbox One, buy this. And you fucking buy it right now. Obviously, it doesn't look as crisp as the Xbox One version, but this is the most gorgeous console game I've ever played on the 360 and the PS3 era. Hands down, period, done. I don't know if the new TV's got something to do with it, but 10 seconds into this game starting on this ice mountain, my first words were, holy shit, this is a 360 game. Like, it's just absolutely gorgeous. The gameplay's phenomenal. And what kind of sucks is, during the holidays, I won a contest from work, and I got a free currency card for Microsoft Xbox Live Marketplace. And I was going to buy the season pass for this, and I thought, well, wait, it's coming to PlayStation 4. By the time I get around to, playing this, or at least trying to get to it, the PS4 version will be out and hopefully be a Game of the Year edition day one. It's already been a year. So I didn't want to waste the $50 or whatever. I think it's only like $30 for the season pass on this guy. But seriously, if nothing else, check out the 360 version just from a technical standpoint. It's phenomenal. Oddly enough, I'm only in an hour and a half into that game because Fallout came out the day after I bought that. I really should get back to that. I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably get back to Tomb Raider. I'll take a break from Fallout. I say before Bay Harbor comes out. Other than that, it's basically the PlayStation VR is what I'm looking for, and we talked about that in previous episodes. I'm just really worried. Like, I have it on reserve basically as an emergency, just like in case I do want it, I can pick it up. But I'm kind of concerned that a lot of the launch games are just going to be tech demos. Like, it's going to be the Wii problem all over again, where, like, aside from Wii Sports, it's all just going to be like, hey, look, we can just throw VR in, cool. Oddly enough, the feature I'm most looking forward to isn't technically the games. It's the fake TV effect where, like, if you're wearing it, you can play a normal PlayStation 4 game, but it looks like you're sitting in front of, like, a 30-foot monitor and so forth. That's actually what I'm most excited about, says the guy who just bought a new TV. This is going to be... 2016, for all the crap that has gone on with celebrity deaths and other people's deaths and bad things happening with friends and so forth, the last half of 2016, as far as gaming goes, is going to be fucking phenomenal. Like, I'll be one of the happiest campers on Earth. And that's a very tall order for me for when it comes to present-day type stuff. We talk about PlayStation 4.5, but we'll save that for another episode. Alright, guys, speaking of, I'm about to hit the 11-minute mark, so we've probably gone a little bit too long. Hopefully you guys like this whole, not to sound retro hipstery, but this vlog angle for present tense. It really is just a way to relax and chill. And not that type of chill, you perverted dogs, you. So if you guys like this, let me know in the comments below. If you guys have any questions, with present tense, there's not really a set schedule. It's more like just whenever I feel like talking. If you guys have questions or ideas about things, just hear me ramble on that don't fit into pause mode or Game Rave TV, let me know and I'll gladly upload them. Like I said, I don't plan on having a set schedule for present tense, so it's basically a whenever I feel like it. That being said, guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Take care, you guys. Have a good one. Oh, wait. This is where I'm supposed to walk off screen. Dive!